In a significant cybersecurity incident, Cloudflare faced a breach where OAuth tokens exposed third-party access to their internal systems. It wasn't a password crack or a brute force attack. It was a failure in how trust was managed between systems. To understand this, we first need to look at OAuth. It's the standard that lets you use one account to sign in to another service. Instead of sharing your password, you get a token, a digital key that grants limited access for a specific time. But in this incident, that trust mechanism was abused. Attackers didn't break in, they walked in using stolen keys. The attackers obtained OAuth tokens and service account credentials that belonged to a previous breach. Using these valid tokens, they could authenticate against Cloudflare's internal Atlassian server, accessing Jira and Confluence. So how did this happen? It essentially boils down to a failure in rotating credentials. The tokens used were leftovers from a prior incident. They should have been invalidated, but they weren't. This brings us to a critical concept in API security: token scope. Scope defines what a token can do. Think of it like a valet key versus a master key. If a token has too much scope or is overprivileged, a leak becomes a disaster rather than a minor nuisance. In this case, the exposed tokens granted access to documentation and source code management systems. While customer data wasn't the primary target, access to source code and internal wikis gives attackers a blueprint of the infrastructure. This allows for lateral movement. They use the knowledge gained from one system to find vulnerabilities in another. The most effective mitigation strategy here is robust credential rotation. Regularly changing keys and tokens means that even if one is stolen, it becomes useless quickly. This significantly reduces the window of opportunity for an attacker. It aligns with the zero-trust security model: never trust, always verify, and constantly refresh credentials. Organizations must also enforce strict auditing. You need to know exactly when a token is used and from where. The Cloudflare incident serves as a stark reminder. OAuth is powerful, but it requires diligent management. Limit the scope of your tokens, rotate them frequently, and never assume old credentials are dead. Stay secure and keep your access controls tight. Thanks for watching.